Jungkook thanks Jungkook member before trying to get out of Yoongi's car. Yoongi had just drive him home, saying he was too drunk to drive, but Yoongi didn't believe that. Jungkook replied, "Got drunk. He could handle his very well." Yoongi, you haven't answered my question. Yoongi spoke just before Jungkook opened the car door. Jungkook was knowing exactly what Yoongi meant. Jungkook, I'll do something about it, but for now, just keep an eye on him. Yoongi broke in confusion. Yoongi, what do you mean? Jungkook, I can't go back to the cafe not until I fix the issue. Yoongi, so you are telling me? Jungkook, yes, you go there instant. Jungkook said it like it wasn't a big deal. Yoongi, tell me you are joking. Jungkook, I am not. Yoongi, when I really don't want to. What should I even do in that place? Jungkook, just watch him. I don't care if you or someone you hire. I just want to make sure he is okay. Yoongi said, wow, you will totally falling for him. Jungkook rolled his eyes and stepped out of the car, but not before hearing Yoongi call out, Yoongi, good luck, little boy. Like Jungkook asked, Yoongi went to the cafe and next day, aside from always being willing to help his best friend, Yoongi was curious about the man who called Jungkook. Jungkook wasn't someone who fallen easily. He had fallen, yes, but nothing serious until this came along. Yoongi walked into the cafe and looked around. It was cozy and warm inside. Cashier girl, good morning. May I have your order? Yoongi turned to the girl at the counter and gave her a friendly, playful smile. Yoongi, one Americano, please. As he waited, he glanced around the cafe, grinned his eyes, Linden and tall man in apron serving drink, and the girl looked strong and had a quiet charm. Yoongi thinking, is that him? Could be. Cashier, may I have your name? Yoongi smiled and spoke louder than necessary, trying to get the other man's attention. Yoongi, he watched the man in the apron closely, but the guy didn't even flinch. Cashier girl, well, just serve the coffee at your table, sir. Taehyung. She smiled sweetly. Yoongi returned the smile and went to the seat at the corner table. When his coffee was served, he took note of the name tag on the server. Hobby, so the tall guy wasn't Taehyung after all. A few minutes passed, then another man walked into the cafe. He wasn't wearing an apron, but he was the same staff set as the others. He was shorter than Hobby, but his face Yoongi assured and upbeat. Yoongi thinking he is beautiful. Is that him? Must be. Now I understand why Jungkook fallen. He watched the man walk carefully around the cafe. Their eyes met. Yoongi, usually confident and around him, losing the eye contact first. He quickly looked away, pretending to scroll on his phone. Yoongi thinking, what is happening to me? Why I can't hold his gaze? He picked up again, and the warm man is still looking at him. Before he could look away again, he felt someone apron. A gentle voice spoke. Do you need help with something, sir? Yoongi looked up and saw the same man standing in front of him. Taehyung's voice was soft but clear. His voice was deep and warm. His nose perfect sharp and his lips delicate and pink. Yoongi's voice turned. He opened his mouth, but no word came out. He just stared. Yoongi think he's amazing. No wonder Jungkook can't forget him. Yoongi blinked, tried to gather his words, but all he managed was a whisper to himself. Yoongi, oh no, I might actually fall for him too. He quickly shut his mouth and gave a awkward smile. Jungkook massages temple while sitting on the couch, clearly long and tired. He has trouble not because of the hangover, but because he had barely slept last night. Thought of Taehyung that they shared kept him awake until almost 4 a.m. The last thing he wanted this morning was a surprise visit. Jisoo, I really want to say sorry, Jungkook. Jungkook let out a long sigh, leaning forward and resting his arms on his knee. He had been woken up just past 8 a.m. by the non-stop ringing of his doorbell. By he was ready to yell at whoever it was, but that anger faded into confusion and frustration when he opened the door and saw Jesus standing there looking guilty. Jungkook, you better explain fast, Jisoo. My heart is about to explode. Jisoo, my parents didn't console me about it. I swear I had no idea. She was on defensive as Warden was pleading. Jungkook silently in the corner when his chest made it hit to focus, but deep down he knew why this happened. Jisoo was always sweet, but also the kind of person who always got what she wanted, and what she wanted was him. Her parents know that, and on top of that, they probably saw a business opportunity in joining their families. Jungkook, why would they do that in the first place? Jisoo looked away, unable to give a proper answer. Jisoo, I'm really sorry, Jungkook. She started moving to sit beside him. She gently rubbed his arms, trying to get close. Jisoo already spoke to them. I already them to fix the issue and tell the press the truth to remove the fake story. She rested her hand on his shoulder. Jungkook tensed, uncomfortable with the closeness, but he was too tired to push her away. Instead, he stood up. Jungkook, if they don't fix this by the weekend, I'll do it myself. Jisoo, Jungkook, Jisoo, it's not true. I won't just sit here and let people believe something fake. His voice was from louder now. He didn't mean to raise it, but the frustration built up too much. Jisoo, I mean, what's the rush? It's not like you need to fix your name right away. Jisoo narrowed eyes. That one line made something in him click. Did Jisoo not care about what the false news might do to others? Jisoo, you are not dating someone, right? And Jungkook cleaned his jaw, fighting the urge of to shout. He wanted to tell her he was seeing someone just to make her stop, but he couldn't risk them getting caught in the middle of this mess. Jungkook, I don't, okay? His answer was quick, sharp, and filled with irritation, but it made Jisoo smile silently, feeling relief. Jisoo, good. I'm really sorry, Jungkook. I didn't mean for any of this. Jungkook, can you just leave? I need to go somewhere. Jisoo, I'll just leave with you. Jungkook, Jisoo, please, Jungkook. I just came all the way here after a long drive. Let me rest a bit, then I'll leave with you. Jungkook closed his eyes for a second. He knew arguing wouldn't work, so he stayed quiet and walked to his room. He took a quick shower and dressed up in his business suit. Originally, he had planned to stay today and catch up on sleep, but now he wasn't an option. He was too annoyed and restless. He gave his phone and sent a quick text to Yoongi. Did you go to the cafe today? When he came back to living room, Jisoo was fixing her makeup, putting on a fresh coat of paste. She stood up when she saw him. Jisoo, you look good. Jungkook gave a small nod, emotionless, then walked towards the door. Jisoo followed him closely. Jisoo, are you going to your company? Jungkook was silently when the elevator arrived. Both of them stepped inside. inside. Jisoo quickly grabbed onto his arm. Jungkook wanted to pull away, but he decided not to make a scene. After all, the parking lot was only a few blocks away. They stood in silence, and as the elevator moved, Jungkook checked his phone again, hoping for a reply from Yoongi, but there was nothing. He rolled his eyes and saw the screen on the elevator, so the later finally the parking spot. Jungkook felt a bit of relief. But the second the door slid open, that relief vanished completely. There, standing right in front of them, was the person who had filled his stomach all night long. Taehyung. He was holding a paper bag with the cafe logo print on it. He wore the same shirt he had on the last night. They saw each other. His beautiful eyes looked with Taehyung's in an instant. For a brief moment, the world went quiet. They just stared at each other. Time stood still. Then Taehyung's eyes slowly moved to Jisoo's hand, which was still clinging to Jungkook's arms. Jungkook had dropped. His whole body stiffened, and just like that, fate, his so-called lucky charm, decided to play a cruel trick on him. Jungkook, in his mind, not today, not like this. Jimin, don't wait for me to drag you out of your bed. Taehyung, we are late. I heard Jimin's voice loud and clear outside the door. I just lay there under the warm blanket, staring blankly at the ceiling. My body feels heavy, my heart feels even heavier. I don't want to move. I don't want to face the day. I just want to stay in bed, close my eyes, and forget everything, especially the things I saw yesterday. But I also know how much Jimin needs help at the cafe today, and I can't let him down. So I dragged myself out of the comfort of my blanket and walked slowly towards. As I stepped into the cold bathroom tiles, the thoughts I've been trying to run away from came back again, stronger and louder this time. Then I'm thinking, why do I keep thinking about him? Why does it hurt so much when I shouldn't even feel this way? I turned on the shower and let the cold water hit my face. I pulled my eyes tightly, hoping it would wash away the memory that once moment I changed everything in the case. It was just one kiss, but it means the word to me. I remember the way his eyes sparkled when he looked at me like I was someone special. His sharp smile, his soft voice, the gentle way he touched my cheek before leaning in, that took my breath away. I didn't want it to end, but now I wish it never happened because now it's hurt. I try not to think about what I saw on the news yesterday, the photo, the headlines, the lies. I kept myself busy at the cafe. I worked non-stop, and when escaping my break, I smiled at the customer like nothing was wrong. But the moment Jimin locked the cafe door and we walked home, everything came down on me again. The fake smile disappeared. The silence made the thought louder. I'm thinking he didn't even tell me his name. That should be been my first sight. Jin warned me to. He told me not to hope too much, but I feel hard, and now I am one leg picking up the pieces. When I step out of the shower, I drag quickly, trying not to look at myself in the mirror too long. I didn't want to see the sadness in my own eyes. Jimin from the kitchen, Taehyung, can you do the delivery today I need Hobby to help me something at the cafe. I frozen for a second. Jimin knew I had doing delivery. He always make sure Hobby take care of that part. But today I guess he giving me a reason to breathe different air to escape from a bit. They him well enough to understand what he is trying to do. He won't ask me directly what's wrong. He won't force me to talk about it, but he help me in his own quiet way. That's Jimin. That's why I love him so much. Sure, and that's all I said. I walked to the dining room and sat down in front of the breakfast he made: toast, scrambled egg, and the cup of warm tea. He always thankful like that. From the corner of my eyes, I could see him looking at me every few seconds. He didn't say a word, but his eyes were full of questions. They were thinking, please don't ask. Please just let me eat in peace. And Jimin, being the understanding soul and that he didn't push me. He sat across from me, quietly eating his breakfast. I appreciate his silence more than anything right now. Before today, words are too heavy, and all I want to survive the day. Taehyung, are you sure it's complete now? I asked Jimin while carefully arranging the box of the cake and inside his car, the one I'll be using for delivery today. He walked over with a clipboard and did a final count before giving a firm no. Jimin, yep, all set. Jimin softly take care. Things that you are well. Jimin grinned off the cheeks. I rolled my eyes immediately at his teasing and walked to the other side of the car to get into the driver's seat and pretending to God, you never care for me. Jimin laughed, clearly knowing I was only teasing. Jimin, please don't trip, okay? At least wait until you be handed over the cake. They are one of our loyal customers. He smiled warmly, and I just gave a smile before starting the engine. The place I need to deliver the to was 30-minute delivery from the cafe. It was a bit far, but Jimin always made sure to accept order from this month. She used to live nearby, but moved to another neighborhood. Still, she continued to order from us like clockwork. I parked the car, got out, and gently checked the condition of the everything. Still looked perfect. I held the paper bag in my right hand while slipping my left hand into my jacket pocket, then headed towards the elevator. I wasn't completely familiar with the building, but I remember where I need to go. As I wait, I stared at the small screen above the elevator door, watching the number change one by one. Stay counting just over the cake, then go, I told myself silently. When the elevator screen finally displayed, I stood up straight, pretending a polite smile for whoever might be inside. But the moment the door opened, my heart dropped. There he was, Jungkook. My breath stuck in my throat, my whole body tense, and those same eyes that haunted me every night were now staring back at me, and just like that. All the pain I burned came flopping back. I gripped the paper bag tighter to keep my hand from trembling. Unknown girl softly, let's go. Her voice made me shift my gaze. I followed her hand, which was resting on his arms. Then my eyes met her face. Jisoo, so the rumors were true. My throat felt dry. I quickly stepped aside, tried my best to smile and give them space. I looked in the opposite direction, refused to meet his eyes again. Jisoo walked out gently, tugging Jungkook by the arm. The moment they were out, I stepped inside and pressed my floor number. I then pressed the close button over and over, silently beginning to the door to shut before I lost control of my expression. When I finally closed, I let out a shaky breath. I hadn't even realized I was holding it. Taehyung whispering to him, said, "You all got over it, Taehyung. You will. You have to." I closed my eyes for a few seconds, tried to calm the tight feeling in my chest. After handing over the thanking the customer, I walked back to the elevator and text Jimin. Taehyung text. Delivery done. On my way back now. The elevator opened again and I walked out to parking area. I quickly scanned my surroundings. I'm thinking, please don't be here. Please just let me go without seeing you again. There was no reason for Jungkook and Jisoo to still be here unless fate just wanted to remind me how unlucky I am. Unlucky I always am. I reached Jimin's car and grabbed the handle to open the door, but suddenly I felt a hand grab my waist. I turned around quickly. Taehyung whispered, "No way, it was him, Jungkook." The same soft brown eyes, the same worried look, the same effect on my heart. But this time the girl was gone. Jungkook gently, "Taehyung." The voice, that familiar voice, still made my heart flutter, and I hated it. Even forcing a smile, "Sir?" I used the title coldly, slipping on my practiced smile. I looked into his eyes. They sparkled. Why does he have to look at me like that? Like he feels sorry, Jungkook. Taehyung, he stopped. He looked down like he was struggling to speak. That hesitation was enough. I gently pulled my waist away from his hand. Taehyung firmly, "Sorry, sir, I have to go." I turned around and quickly entered the car, not waiting for his reaction. I could see him panic, tapped on the window as if he wanted me to stop. I ignored him and tried to start the car. Nothing. I tried again. Still nothing. Taehyung, frustrated, whispered, "No, not now. Please, not now." I closed my eyes. Breath had trapped my nose as I turned and the key once more. Still the car wouldn't start. Taehyung, desperate, whispered, "Why now? Why are you acting up now?" Defeated, I let my head fall against the seat. I let out a long, frustrated sigh. When I looked to the side, Jungkook was still standing there, watching me. Of course, because is there one thing I will learn, it's that fake news make it easy for me.